Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So Appalachian State's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. They have had to wear Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. So Georgia Southern's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. On second down, he's looking downfield. Complete to the right. And he breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Burgess. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Be living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The Eagles are in the hurry-up. Caught on the outside, it's Burgess. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's French. Feeling some heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. The give out of the gun. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Horn. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. He finds his man. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. To the air, it's French. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Eagles headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Coming after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to find his man on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Dropping back, it's French. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It's blocked. The pressure got hold. They'll scoop it up on the move. They make the stop at the 13, and they can smell the end zone after that blocked punt. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Oh, what a move!
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Power football with the run. Tried to fight his way.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's French. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia Southern! On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Hands it off. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Horn. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Powers through. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Roberts. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
On 3rd down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Field goal is good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the air, it's French. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's White. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The Eagles in the hurry-up. Trying play action. He's got his man across the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Out a throw. Going for the big play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion.
It looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's French. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Going up top on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. They're going to throw it again. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's French. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Got a man. It's Horn. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Firing deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
I tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man downfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's French. Trying to get to him. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He gets a block. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
On the move, it's Roberts. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Eagles want to move quickly. Looking for space. It's White. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's French. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the gun. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third and short now from their own 48. They want to just keep throwing it. The quick out. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Eagles are marching down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. And how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's White. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's French. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Makes his connection.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and from the gun. They'll try to impose their will. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, App State! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking to pass. It's French. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The hand to the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? He'll keep it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation, not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw on their defense, said, no, sir, I'm ready for that, stuffs them on the 3rd down.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. The give on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to throw. It's French. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the run, it's Roberts. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Looking to throw, it's French. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burgess. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. Discards a man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Looking to throw, it's French. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made after the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside of the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Walton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Eagles!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. Back to throw, it's French. They're trying to get to it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why...
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.